All right, today I'm checking out Jim Morrison and the Doors. I'm listening to The Severed Garden and Feast of Friends. Let's get into it.
Wow, I'm sick of doubt. Live in the light of certain South cruel bindings. The servants have the power. Dog men and their mean women pulling poor blankets over our sailors. I'm sick of dour faces staring at me from the TV tower. I want roses in my garden bower, dig? Royal babies, rubies must now replace aborted strangers in the mud. These mutants, blood meal for the plant that's plowed. They are waiting to take us into the severed garden. You know how pale and wanton thrillful comes death in a strange hour, unannounced, unplanned for, like a scaring, over-friendly guest you've brought to bed. Death makes angels of us all and gives us wings where we had shoulders smooth as ravens' claws. No more money, no more fancy dress. This other kingdom seems by far the best, until its other jaw reveals incest and loose obedience to a vegetable law. I will not go. Prefer a feast of friends to the giant family.
Guys, this was like a poem song, or maybe two poems, one song. You know what I mean? Like each verse was basically a poem. I feel unqualified. There's no lyrics. I was hoping to get a meaning from Genius. Okay. Oh, well, it's two different. So a Feast of Friend lyrics. About section. I'm clueless. An American Prayer. Oh, it's a prayer. Oh, that was a prayer. An American Prayer is the 9th and final studio album. It's not a prayer. It's the name of the album. And that's why you should finish reading sentences, which I don't always do. In 1978, 7 years after Jim Morrison died, and 5 years after the remaining members of the band broke up, Ray Manzarek, Robbie Krieger, and John Densmore reunited and recorded backing tracks over Morrison's poetry. It was poetry. It felt like poetry. Originally recorded in 1969 and 1970, A Feast of Friends, Jim complexly presents what is ultimately the dichotomy of life and death, within it presenting the acute images, the intimate feeling of both, eventually culminating with the stanza, I will not go, prefer a feast of friends to the giant family. The final stanza is a declaration of the speaker's sometimes doubtful contentment, though he is sick of doubt, sick of door faces. I don't even know what that means. D-O-U-R. Sick of door faces, which comprises the first part of the song. The latter part, often referred to as the Severed Garden, describes the fascination with death, often present in Jim's poetry. Okay, so he's really into death. But concludes with the disdain for the giant kingdom in the penultimate and then the final stanza. Yo. Okay, so this was some deep, real artsy-fartsy poetry, which he often has death in his stuff. God, he said something about incest, too, in that last one. Severed Garden. Feast of Friends, the Severed Garden. The Doors. Whoa, this one's annotated. He said, no more money, no more fancy dress. This other kingdom seems by far the best, which is now we know he's probably talking about death, right? The other kingdom is maybe life after death or something? Until its other jaw reveals incest in loose obedience to a vegetable law. I will not go. Prefer a feast of friends to the giant family. Okay. My artistic interpretation abilities have not reached this level yet. Apparently not even close, because this is giving me a sensation in my head that's slightly uncomfortable. Some might call it a light headache. You know, I just call it a little bit of discomfort, but wow, it feels like my brain is stretching. I mean, that's what it feels like my head just stretching a little bit. It doesn't need to get any bigger, but you know, just the the feeling of like learning something and you're like struggling to learn it, so you're just like, that's what I feel like after reading that about.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. Who to go? She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.